There are times when you'd like to know that your seed is going to grow before you put it into a pot or a row. And one way to do that is to take a seed, like a bean, and put it onto a wet paper towel. And then cover it and put it in a warm, dark place for a few days, and it'll sprout. The seeds that don't sprout, you didn't want to plant anyway, and they usually won't mold while you're doing this. But there's another way to work on this. You could, instead of putting the seeds in a clump like that, where the roots will not know which way is down and will get all tangled, you could put them in a row across the top edge of the paper towel. So here we are, spreading seeds across the paper towel. That seed is not looking viable. And at some point you have a bunch of seeds on your paper towel. Now if you cover it with another layer of paper towel, in this case just by folding it over, the seeds are now sandwiched between two layers of wet paper towel, and you can just roll the paper towel to make a seed roll. The seed roll will stand by itself. The leaves know which way to go. The roots know which way to go. There's nothing in the way of the leaves. And now you can put it into a container, add a little water, and wait for a few days for the seeds to sprout. If you have sturdy seeds and you catch the sprouts early, you can then just take the seeds, put them into your planting medium, root down, and they will be ready to go. So here we have legume inoculant going into each of the cells, and then they're ready to cover and go. Now, why is this better than just having a flat tray of seeds? Well, if you don't catch them in time, the roots will start to tangle pretty badly. So now we have roots that are all over the place, and they're not in any direct up and down shape. They're making U's and curls and all kinds of things. In contrast, these okra seeds are on a seed roll, and they know which way is down, and so all the roots are straight down. This is going to make it a lot easier to transplant into potting media. So we're going to transplant these okra sprouts into loofah pots. The loofah pots are made from loofah gourds. They give us all the advantages of air pruning, like in soil blocks, and also all the advantages of loose potting mix. We're going to take the individual sprouts and try to figure out how to place them in there. With the curled up sprouts, it's a little difficult, but they'll eventually figure out which way is down. And we'll set that one aside and work on a seed roll sprout. So these seed roll sprouts have actually grown into the paper towel a little bit. So instead of trying to remove the entire root from the paper towel, we'll just tear off the paper towel and put the seed in there with the paper towel and cover it with a little bit more potting mix. And it's ready to go. If you have a horticulture kit, you'll find 6 strips of paper inside. 2 of the strips are labeled A. They're wax paper, 2 inches deep and about 1 foot and 1 inch long. There's 2 strips that are a little bit discolored, labeled B. These have been soaked in a boron and calcium solution that should help promote seed germination. And there's 2 strips labeled C, which are just clean paper towels. The first thing to do is to label the wax paper on the back side. This is labeled Loofah 3-1. Then you place the strip B on top of the strip A and get it wet. It doesn't need any more fertilizers or anything. And then place your seeds. So we'll get all of our seeds on there, and then put strip C on top of strip B and wet it again if it's not already wet enough. and then roll it up from the end away from the label. The wax paper stops the roots from crossing layers of the roll. When you finish, you'll be able to see the label on the outside of your roll, and it's ready to incubate. Thanks for watching. Happy planting.